Chloe Demir of Save the Victor Wool. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. It is another video from your older than average YouTuber here on the YouTubes. And this Monday, it is the 1930s. So we are doing makeup by the decade, and we've now gone up to 1930. So if you want to know a little bit about the 1930s makeup style and the look we create, you're in the right place. And you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. Hey everybody, 1930s. Sorry I'm a week late. I was working on a project that didn't quite pan out. I don't think I'm going to post it. Maybe I will. I don't know. If it does, I will add a note saying this is the one that I was working on. So let's put on our glasses and let's talk about something about the 1930s. So, it says here, by the beginning of the decade, the 1930s, women's makeup look was becoming much more refined. To some extent, much more Hollywood influence. Eyebrows were pencil thin, lips had lost their cupid bows, were filled mouths again. They all had a certain look. One clear thing they all shared was the pencil thin eyebrow. Now, I'm going to make them a little thin, and I love 1930s, but I am not plucking my brows, and I'm not doing drag makeup to get 1930s brows. I'm just putting in that disclaimer. The heavy kohl eyeshadows of the 1920s vamp made way for newer and lighter shades. Cream eyeshadows began to appear from the big cosmetic names like Max Factor. I have very few cream eyeshadows, so we are going to not be using cream eyeshadow for our look. So that's another disclaimer. And then, I said big names like Max Factor, who also launched the decade with lip gloss and later in 1937, pancake water soluble makeup. So that's what I did for, wasn't sure what foundation I was going to do and if I had time to film it, but I'm doing the RCM version, and they were established in 1963. So this is going to be like 30 years later, but it's the same thing. It is a water soluble pancake makeup. And then Helena Rubinstein launched the first commercial waterproof mascara in 1939. Lipstick sales went through the roof, and there wasn't a magazine on a stall that didn't have a pouting face staring back advertising the lipstick of the names of Cody, Tangy, and Max Factor. I do have a Max Factor lipstick, but we're going to save that for the 1950s because it's Marilyn Red. The British Mail reported that in 1931 that 1,500 lipsticks were being sold to women for every one being sold in 1921. How crazy is that? Mascara was now in every girl's makeup kit, a cake or bar with a blush to apply. Liquid mascara did not appear until Helena Rubinstein bought it out in the 1950s, but that's what we're going to be using today because I need to use this because I've opened it. The leading skincare brand of the day from the 1930s and 40s was Pond's Cream. I loved the Pond's Cream. Unfortunately, their company isn't cruelty free, so I stopped using it, but they have the best. Like now we have all the cleansing balms. The cold cream by Pond's is the best. I used to love it. My skin loved it too, so I'm very sad about that, but there we are. So on the Glamour Daze channel, you should find the Constant Bennett 1930s skincare routine, and then you can see how she did it. And it's complete with an intending maid. Hollywood's favorite face contour in the 1930s was a heart-shaped face. So even if you had the perfect oval, you would use your rouge to add some width to it. The old trick was to add rouge to the ear. Cream rouge was better for the ear, or lip rouge that matched your normal face rouge. Just look at the early talkies of the 1930s and the beautiful women who graced the screen. Myrna Loy, Greta Garbo, Mae West, Jean Harlow, Constance Bennett, and of course the unforgettable Carole Lombard. So here's a couple examples that I was thinking kind of using. I've been actually liking, since doing the 1920s one, having a lower blush. So this one here has a beautiful kind of like blue eye, and it has the blush that goes from under the eye right down to the bottom of the cheekbone with this beautiful red lip. And then the second one, because they would do different styles for your hair color. So So I will, as I'm going along, we'll post these out. So this first one was called the Spanish Brunette. And then this look here was the gray or white hair type. And it was the same thing, the blue eyeshadow, a reddish lip. It looked like a more lighter red lip, but the rouge was a little bit more high and rounded. But like I said, they had for the different hair colors, skin tones, they had different makeup routines. So there we go. Let's start with some makeup. So the first thing here would be the 1930s brow. And here they would pluck the eyebrows thin with tweezers, apply a pencil thin line to beyond the natural brow end and brush in with a toothbrush or similar. Well, we don't need to use a toothbrush. I'm going to be using a gel here. I'm not going to pencil it in or color. I'm going out tonight, and this holds really well. I lightened my hair a little bit. I was trying to go gray, but the gray semi-permanent color that I got, because I wasn't able to get my hair A, blonde enough, and B, it was a darker gray than I thought it would be. It turned almost more of a brown, but it has lightened it so I can eventually get lighter in my color. So I'm kind of in between brows, even though I just recently bought a new black brow pencil. So I thought I'm just going to use this nice brow, it's like a gel here. It is by, I can't even remember anymore. It is by Guilty Cosmetics, and it's the chocolate, the spread for brows. So it's in the color chocolate, spread for brows. So you can usually just put a little spray in there. It has the center here where you could have your brush go through, and then we're going to pencil on some brows, but I'm going to try and get them at least in the really nice round shape, and I'm not going to fluff them out. So that way they should be not pencil thin, but thinner than I normally wear them. There we go. And since I didn't really talk except for saying about the coming of the water-soluble pancake makeup, I thought, yeah, also to save time, I didn't need to put my foundation and powder on. I stayed away from the pencil brow trend of the 90s. I can definitely stay away from the one from the 1930s. There we go. So, there we go. So that is my version today of a 1930s brow. Not thin. Alrighty. So the second thing here, let's follow this. This is the to do your cheeks, and it says here, use your rouge to achieve a heart-shaped face. If your face is narrow, apply some to the ears to add the width. I don't have to worry about that. And then they show it as a little triangle that goes from the corner of your eye to the middle of your eye down to the bottom of your cheek. And that's to give you kind of that heart-shaped face. But again, I think I'm going to do more, I think I might do more like hers. I'll have the photo closer up so you can look at it. I do like a more full blush, but I definitely don't want it under my, like here she has a little not quite under her eye, because I don't want blush under my crinkly old lady eyes. So, and then I picked two different ones. I picked a pink and a red. Both are cream, but I think I might go with the red. So this one here that I have here, well, it is like a pinky red, I guess, like so. That's pretty close, but this blends out really lightly. And then this is from Jouer, I believe. And then I have this one from Fenty. This is in the color, is it something Daiquiri? Daiquiri Dip, yes. This is in my project pan. I've used 3 of them. I actually really like, this is my 3rd one. I really like these blushes. And then this one is definitely more red and more brighter like it looks like in the photos. So I think we're going to do that. And then I'm going to take a sponge versus a brush, and then we're just going to pop it in there, and then we're going to try and see. Yeah, bringing it more. And it's not, does it cover the apple? Yeah, I would say, yeah, I'd say more over there. Let's try that. I'm going to a magical speakeasy tonight. So this is kind of going to be a good look to go with this. I'm wearing some peach pajamas, but thanks to menopause, they don't fit as good as they used to. They still look good, but they don't have quite the loose, flowy, beachy effect that they used to do. And then it looks like it's a little bit brighter at the apple than it is to the side, so I'm going to add a little bit more to the apple. I think that looks good. And then I'm going to bring it up like the photo just a little bit higher, just a smidge. I just don't want it near the crinkles. Still a little bit higher. And then how far does it go up the cheek? The blonde it doesn't, the redhead it did. So I think we can leave it like this, I think. And there we go. So now looking at here, I should have some, do I have some instructions for eyeshadow? Let's see here, eyeshadow. So it says here, whatever the shade you wish, but always apply with the tip of your finger. Finish with a rub of Vaseline. This was a trick used by many Hollywood stars like Marlene Dietrich. This leaves a lovely sheen. I don't want sticky eyes, so we'll find something shiny to go over the top. I did bring brushes. Let's try it with a finger and then see. I guess with a finger, it's almost like back in the day where we used to use those little foamy brushes that we had. Okay, so I'm gonna go, looking like the photo, they had, it looks like a blue, and it was just literally on the bottom of the mobile lid. It didn't seem to go much farther than that. I think I want to do, just like in the photo, more of a darker blue. So I've got here, I got this loaned from my friend Martha. I quite like it. This is the Mirror Mirror on the Wall. I promise myself I'll achieve it all. My Frosty Fairy Tale palette from P. Louise. It is a really great palette. If I see this on sale, maybe I'll get it somewhere. It is so cute. I got the big blue one, so it's like it's not a rush, but some blues, some neutrals, and then it has the beautiful highlighters. These are a little bit too dark for me, but these would be very good on an eye, but I do like these light ones here. So let's pick a, I know what we're going to do. So we're going to start with the shade that is called Tinseltown, which is this dark blue. And then instead of Vaseline, we're going to go on with Snow Way to get that shimmery effect. So let's do it. I'm going to try with one eye with my finger. I know these aren't creams, but here we are. And see what I can get when it comes to getting it on the mobile lid. Actually, you know what? I might go get my other Besame mascara. We are doing 1930s after all, so we should do the cake one, right? Yeah. I'm not doing the brows. I should at least try and do the mascara like I'm supposed to. So let's go like so. See, that's the only problem. It's hard to get, like, to make sure you don't get any on the bottom. Don't get it too high. But let's try and do this as much as we can. Yeah, it's okay. I think that worked out okay. We just got the one color on there. Didn't use any eye primer, but I did when I was doing my foundation, even out on my eyes. So that way I have a little stick since we're not using a cream one. And then again, some more for the other eye. Very carefully, trying not to get over the shaded on this eye, over the mobile lids. I'm just going to try and find a clean brush here and see if I can just clean that part up there. Just get rid of it. So one thing, I see that they have it on the bottom lash line as well, but there's no way I'd be able to do that with a finger. So I'm going to cheat and I'm going to use a little brush. I think they had some brushes and puffs back then, but like so. And then we're going to go a little as close to the lash line as possible. There we go, just that little bit of blue for a little bit of smoke. And then to get that shimmer, like I said, I'm not going to use Vaseline, but we're going to go a little bit into Snow White. And then we're going to go pop that on the top so we get to that shimmer. Oh, that's so pretty. I like. Okay, so we're going to come back. I'm going to go grab my other mascara. Okay, so my cake makeup is acquired. So now for what it says here for mascara. It says here 1930s cake mascara. This was applied from a pot or tray with a brush. Some women swear that this is a much more effective way to apply mascara, but it isn't obligatory. So there we go. So I'm going to use, because I don't have any water up here, I'm going to just put some setting spray into my little cake here. Get her all nice and wet. And I'm going to use my spoolie here. And we're going to go and make ourselves some mascara. I guess now we can do things like have it waterproof, thickening, lengthening. I think you only basically back in the day got the one type and only so many spoolies or brushes, so I think we're pretty spoiled for choice now. And there we go. There is our mascara on. Say that and then I play some more. Since I have so few lashes, sometimes if I, try to stop not poking myself in the eye. If I do it like this and kind of pull up, it makes it look like I have at least a couple lashes more than I do. So there we go. So we have our mascara on. So now for lips. Wide lips, outline within natural lips. 2 shades of lip rouge, heavier on top, lighter on the lower. Thin lips, outline the outside of the natural lip line, lighter shade on upper lip, heavier shade on lower lip. All right, so we're going to go back into our trusty Betty Boop, and then we are going to go into take the liner. We're going to line a little bit outside. I don't think I have thin, I don't think I have thick. I think I'm kind of in between when it comes to lips, but we're going to do that instead. So we're going to go a little bit outside the natural line. So there we go, just slightly on the outside. This makes my lips look really dry. And then we're going to go into our Betty Boop red here. Such a pretty shade. So there we go. We've got our lipstick, yes, our lipstick and our makeup on. So we're just going to go finish our hair, put on a little bit of jewelry, and and here we are. I will post a picture of another gal with her little headband on and our finished look. Cute little acorns on, and then yes, I've got some beach pajamas on, so it is a matching outfit. I don't know if I can really show the whole thing here. I'll take a picture, but I've got my beach pajamas on with the matching headbands, and I am ready to go out. So what do we think? 1930s, did I do okay? Alrighty, that's it for me. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends and do makeup through the decades. As always, behave, make good choices, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.